So first of all, thank you to the 15 million of you who watched my holiday recipe video on Facebook. And don't even get me started on your Pinterest boards. Oh, you created a fall baking board? How original. 15 million. That's too many. That should just give you a tiny window into why the internet is crazy, because I've made so many videos in my life that like I really put my heart and soul into, and like I planned out and I thought they were like really well done, and then they do terrible. And then that video I threw together in a half an hour and everyone loves it. What we've really learned is there's a lot of drunks on Facebook. Looking at you. Okay, so the last YouTube video I did was, what was it? Oh yeah, guilty pleasures. I told you all the things that I secretly enjoy that I'd never want anyone to know. And then at the end I said, hey, next time I should do confessions. And a bunch of you are like, yeah, do that. So here we are, confessions. Let's confess things. First confession. I have been in trouble with the law only one time, and it was for jaywalking. It was in stupid Los Angeles at night. Like 15 other people crossed this basically abandoned street along with me, and they singled only me out with their big embarrassing spotlight on top of their car. They're like, you redheaded girl, freeze, or something. So then I had to sit there on the sidewalk, and as everyone passed and looked at me as they were writing me up for jaywalking, and guess what? The ticket was $210 for jaywalking. So I've come to terms that jaywalking is actually a pretty funny thing to have associated with your name in the eyes of the law. So I decided I want to have only 3 things on my record: jaywalking, indecent exposure, and unsportsmanlike conduct. So I gotta work on those last 2. Next confession, I've only stolen one thing in my life, and that was a roll of caution tape off the hood of a cop car. I thought it was the biggest deal in the world. I thought I was like such a criminal badass. I could just picture them like, oh man, now anyone could just walk through this murder scene. If only we had our caution tape. They probably didn't even notice. Next, somebody wanted to know how fast I've driven in my Tesla, which I've probably only gone like 100 or something, which is not very exciting. But when I had my motorcycle, the fastest I ever went on that was 125 in the rain, which at the time I was like, man, I'm so cool. And now I'm like, you're such an idiot. Why? Why would you? That's so dangerous. Don't do that. Next, I've peed my pants in public only once, and that was while I was watching I Am Legend in the theater. Okay, it's really scary when all the zombie guys are like in that huddle and they're like, and they're like, I don't know what they're doing, but then they like look up and they attack, and I got so scared that it peed my pants a little bit, okay? Chloe's screaming, meaning she probably wants to be in the video. Ooh, I have a confession about her. So multiple times I've eaten chips while she's sleeping on my lap, and I just spill crumbs all over her, and I just kinda, it's fine. Hocus Pocus scared the living crap out of me as a child. I thought the expression was bowl in a china shop. Going off of radio play alone, I thought Cher was a man for a long time. My 2 biggest celebrity crushes growing up were Clay Aiken and Lance Bass, and you can guess how those worked out for me. I can pick them. Okay, then I have 2 depressing ones of firsts. Because my life is a 90s movie, my first kiss was during a game of Spin the Bottle at my best friend's birthday party, and it landed on my best friend's boyfriend, so we're not friends anymore. And the kiss was horrible. Next, the worst first date I ever had was in a town that I was kind of unfamiliar with, and I didn't have GPS, and I have a really bad sense of direction. We had gone together to a football game, which I paid for. And before that we got food that I also paid for. And afterward, when we got our cars, I was like, hey, I don't really know this town very well. Can I like follow you to like a coffee shop? And he's like, yeah, so I thought we were gonna like go to this coffee shop and like hang out for a while. Oh no! We go to the coffee shop, we pull up next to each other in the spots, he like rolls down his window and he just looks at me and goes, you good? And I'm like, yeah? And then he drives away! He drives away! And I'm left there alone in my car like... And to make it better, the coffee shop was closed! Next, I know what you're thinking, internet, that I should confess that I locked Kevin in the refrigerator, but if you watched the real story, you know that was all his fault. And finally, my favorite confession of all time. I was at a restaurant in LA. I don't even remember what it was. I got so drunk that I threw up violently in a plant in front of everybody. Not only did they kick me out of the restaurant for life, but they fined me $100. Some might call that an embarrassing act of drunken shamelessness, but I call it a good night. Alright, that's it for this round of confessions. Maybe I'll do a part 2 if I can think of more. What are the things that you have to do? Like, and subscribe, and comment, and follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and Snapchat and Instagram. Did I list them? Chloe, did I get them all? You don't know. You're a baby. Okay, bye! You gotta shake these hiccups. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want more vids, be sure to subscribe because, you know, my channel, it's pretty awesome. You want to be part of this.